Good afternoon. How are you today? Good, good. What's up? Yes. On no, on which one? Which one? Which one? I'm uh, I'm opening it up right now as we speak, so I can see what we're talking about. Uh, the that request of the request, the first one on the contracts for the collection agency, that was filed months and months ago, and Lucy has not given it. The other documents, the property liens, yeah, number 2, they were all just filed as of last week. Yeah. The one on the liens? Yeah, and well, I was headed there because you brought it up, so I figured I'd go ahead and make the request and then just give you let you know when the results were in. And I talked to a friend of mine who has gotten me liens. He says the question is too broad. If he went to his title agency and say, give me all titles where the city of Glendale filed liens, they would say just no, it's too broad of a base, and so that's why I filed this based on our conversation, and it's not anything that I really have an interest in. I might mention it, but I would provide it to you so you could do all your follow-up on it. No, nothing, and I was with Rick Barnes yesterday and asked him, and he hasn't heard anything. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're all afraid. Everybody's afraid. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, well, yeah, and the fact is, if I could, let me see while we're talking, let me look for something. I might have a phone number for you on the folks at Stancrest, because they had, they were filing their, they were concerned about having the issue of the windows. And if I can find that, the people that live in Stancrest were dreaming as that. Yeah, because they had a lot of, yeah. Okay, and I'll see if it's, I know I had a note written on it, and I will be more than happy to share that with you. Too much junk. Just too much junk. God. One of these days I'm going to start, and as soon as I throw this away, I'm going to say, oh, that was something I really needed. Yeah, well, actually, I've got, we do have a Glendale office, and one of our people is going to start going over there and cleaning up the files. No, I can't find it, and I just looked where it should have been, and it wasn't there. But I will find that and get it to you. Yeah. Well, there's been no, last Monday at the audit, well, and that particular issue, Ralphie asked for it to be brought to the city council, and it hasn't been brought to the city council. And, right, yeah. Yeah, now, yeah, and, right, so, yeah. Well, they should have, and by the way, that was an issue that we brought up before you got here regarding the P cards, because we saw so many of the cards that were being used to buy gift cards for other employees, and there's yeah. Yeah. Well, he's asked for it, but the problem is he doesn't get a lot of support from the other council members. Yeah. Yeah, and right. Oh, and by the way, on Bill Fox, I left him a message. He has not returned the call about me giving your number. Yeah. Water the 9:30 Tuesday morning. Yeah. Right. No, it won't. It won't be out until next Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, and I guess you certainly ruffled Laura Friedman's feathers. Your article. Well, she mentioned that your article about the fees, and oh, it was all spelled. I spoke on it, and for instance, the fire department was going to bring in millions with their fee increases, and so we stopped that. And I didn't get into all of the planning department fees, although with the fire department, they were going to charge an exorbitant amount of money for their inspections. I am sending to you right now the Wildan PowerPoint presentation on the fee structure from May the 9th, if you would like that. Even if you wouldn't like it, I'm still sending it. Because they'll do what the city manager tells them to do. They will give the city manager what he wants, not what is is accurate. For instance, I asked Artie, I said, I don't believe that you have 2.5 people working on public records. Well, he says, we put a number in there. You know, a justification number. So Wilden did not come out and do their own time study. It was sort of a self-certification thing. When the fire department, on the original list, they didn't even know how to fill out the form. So they multiplied the number, they squared the numbers. They literally squared the numbers. So they were going to be charging $2,400 for each of the 2,400 mid-rise buildings. So they squared it. You know, are there 2,400 mid-rise buildings, and why are you charging that amount of money? Well, it looked good. That's where, and so we protested this, and we said, you know, where's that? Oh, and they were also going to charge the hospitals some exorbitant amount of money based on the number of beds for their inspections. And that was the original document. Now, I gave the original document to Herb Milano, so I no longer have it, but it's got to be online somewhere. So, yeah. Yeah, you too. And are you staying? Well, your folks are in town, so you're not one of those that has to leave town. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, not too bad. All right. Yeah. Bye. Take care. Will do. Bye.